Have you ever felt truly heard, like someone was fully present with you, absorbing your words and understanding your heart? That's the power of a mindful conversation. Mindful conversations are more than just talking. They are opportunities for deep connection, where we listen with our full attention and speak with intention. These conversations nourish our relationships. They help us resolve conflicts peacefully and build bridges of understanding. When we communicate mindfully, we create a space of respect and openness. This allows for authentic connection and personal growth. Imagine someone talking to you, but their eyes are glued to their phone. How does that make you feel? Probably not heard or valued. Presence is the foundation of mindful conversation. It means putting aside distractions and offering our undivided attention to the person in front of us. Take a deep breath before you engage in a conversation. This helps to center yourself and quiet the mental chatter. Look into the other person's eyes with warmth and genuine interest. Your presence will make them feel seen and appreciated. Active listening goes beyond simply hearing the words being spoken. It is an essential skill that fosters deeper connections and understanding between individuals. When we actively listen, we are not just passively receiving information, we are engaging in a dynamic process that involves our full attention and presence. It involves engaging with the speaker both verbally and non-verbally to show that you are truly present and invested in understanding their message. This means making eye contact, nodding in agreement, and using facial expressions that convey empathy and interest. It also means responding appropriately, asking questions, and providing feedback that shows you are following along. As you listen, try to understand not just the content of their words, but also the emotions behind them. Pay attention to their tone of voice, their body language, and the context of the conversation. These cues can provide valuable insights into what the speaker is truly feeling and thinking. What is the speaker feeling? Are they excited, anxious, or perhaps frustrated? Understanding these emotions can help you respond in a way that is supportive and empathetic. What are they trying to communicate beyond the surface level? Sometimes the true message lies beneath the words being spoken. By tuning into these underlying messages, you can gain a deeper understanding of the speaker's perspective and needs. Use phrases like, "Tell me more about that," or "What I'm hearing is," to demonstrate your engagement and encourage the speaker to elaborate. These phrases show that you are not only listening but also interested in understanding more about their thoughts and feelings. Remember, active listening is a gift. It is a way of showing respect and appreciation for the speaker. When you listen actively, you are giving the speaker your time and attention, which are valuable commodities in today's fast-paced world. It shows the speaker that they are valued and that their words matter. This can strengthen relationships, build trust, and create a more positive and supportive environment for communication. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's about putting yourself in their shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. Even if you don't agree with someone, you can still practice empathy by trying to understand their point of view. Ask yourself, what experiences might have led them to feel this way? Validate their emotions by saying things like, "That sounds really challenging," or "I can understand why you feel that way." Remember, empathy is not about agreeing, it's about connecting on a human level. Clarity. Speaking your truth with kindness. Clarity in communication is essential for avoiding misunderstandings and ensuring that your message is received as intended. When we communicate with clarity, we pave the way for more meaningful and productive interactions. This means being precise with our words and making sure that our intentions are clear. It's not just about what we say, but also how we say it. Tone, body language, and even the timing of our words play a crucial role in how our message is received. When you speak clearly and directly, you create a space for honest and authentic dialogue. This openness encourages others to share their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. It fosters a sense of trust and mutual respect, which is the foundation of any strong relationship, whether personal or professional. By being clear, you also show that you value the other person's time and perspective. Use I statements to express your own feelings and needs, rather than blaming or accusing the other person. This approach helps to keep the conversation constructive and focused on resolving issues, rather than escalating conflicts. For instance, saying "I feel hurt when my contributions are overlooked" is more effective and less confrontational than saying "you never listen to me." It allows the other person to understand your perspective without feeling attacked. For example, instead of saying "you always interrupt me," You could say, "I feel frustrated when I don't have the space to finish my thought." This subtle shift in language can make a significant difference in how your message is received. It opens the door for a more empathetic and understanding response rather than a defensive one. It also encourages a more collaborative approach to problem solving. Choose your words carefully, being mindful of their impact on the listener. Words have power, and the way we use them can either build bridges or create barriers. Taking a moment to think before you speak can help you choose words that are more likely to lead to a positive outcome. This mindfulness in communication shows that you respect the other person and are committed to a constructive dialogue. Use language that is respectful, even when discussing difficult topics. Respectful communication is key to maintaining healthy relationships. It involves listening as much as speaking, and acknowledging the other person's feelings and viewpoints. Even when you disagree, showing respect can help keep the conversation productive and prevent it from becoming adversarial. Remember, clarity is not about being right, it's about being understood. The goal of clear communication is to ensure that both parties feel heard and understood. It's about finding common ground and working towards a solution that respects everyone's needs and perspectives. By prioritizing clarity, you can navigate even the most challenging conversations with grace and effectiveness. Practical tools for mindful communication. Here are some practical tools to enhance your mindful communication skills. The 4-second pause. Before responding, take a breath and pause for a few seconds. This allows you to process what has been said and respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Curiosity over assumptions. Instead of assuming you understand, ask clarifying questions. Say things like, "Can you tell me more about what you mean by that?" Reflective mirroring. Paraphrase what you've heard to ensure understanding. For example, you could say, "It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed because..." By incorporating these tools, you can create more meaningful and productive conversations. Navigating difficult conversations with grace. Difficult conversations are a part of life. They are inevitable and can arise in various contexts, whether personal or professional. These conversations often bring a mix of emotions, from anxiety to frustration, and can be quite challenging to navigate. Whether it's a disagreement with a loved one, a misunderstanding with a friend, or a conflict with a colleague, these situations require careful handling. Or a challenging discussion at work, the stakes can feel incredibly high. The fear of damaging relationships or creating further conflict can make these conversations even more daunting. These conversations can be emotionally charged, often leading to heightened tensions and misunderstandings if not approached with care. Approach difficult conversations with a calm and open mind. Taking a moment to breathe and center yourself before engaging can make a significant difference. Remember that the goal is not to win or be right, but to understand the other person's perspective and find a resolution that respects both parties. Finding common ground and understanding is key. This means being willing to compromise and showing empathy towards the other person's feelings and viewpoints. Use I statements to express your own perspective without blaming the other person. For example, say "I feel" instead of "you always," which can help reduce defensiveness. Focus on listening to their side of the story. Active listening involves not just hearing the words but understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. Finding solutions that work for both of you requires collaboration and a willingness to see the issue from multiple angles. Brainstorming together can lead to creative and mutually beneficial outcomes. Remember, even the most difficult conversations can be an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. By approaching them with empathy, patience, and a genuine desire to understand, you can turn potential conflicts into meaningful dialogues that strengthen your relationships. Exercises for cultivating mindful communication. 1. Silent listening. Practice listening to a friend or family member for a few minutes without interrupting. Focus solely on understanding their perspective. 2. Empathy mapping. Choose a situation and write down what the other person might be seeing, hearing, thinking, and feeling. This helps you step into their shoes. 3. Mindful self-talk. Before a conversation, repeat a calming mantra to yourself like "I am here to listen and understand." Through consistent practice, you can cultivate the skills needed for mindful and meaningful communication. The journey of mindful connection. Mastering mindful communication is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to learn and grow. Be kind to yourself as you practice these skills. There will be times when you slip back into old habits, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep coming back to the present moment and striving to communicate with awareness and compassion. As you embrace mindful communication, you'll find that your relationships become stronger, your conflicts become less frequent, and your overall sense of well-being increases. You'll discover the joy of truly connecting with others on a deeper level.